Oh, my dad was a fisherman bold. He lived till he grew old, for he opens the pane and he pops out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. If the flame don't flicker, he'd know that there's not enough wind to blow. But if that silly old flame blow out, then there's too much wind to go. And often he'd say to me, you'd be wise before you go. Do you open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow? When the north wind rough did blow, then I lay right snug below. But I opens the pane and I pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. When the wind comes out of the east, you'll be looking for snow and sleet. But I opens the pane and I pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. Into the west, that'll come right in at best. But I opens the pane and I pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. When the south wind soft do blow, it's then I love to go. And I opens the pane and I pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. My poor wife say to me, we shall starve if you don't go. So I opens the pane and I pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. Fisherman bold, if you live till you grow old, do you open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow? By the dangers of the ocean, one morning in the month of June, the sweet-feathered warbling songsters their charming notes so sweet did tune. 'Twas there I spied a female, seemingly in grief and woe, conversing with young Bonaparte concerning the bonny bunch of roses, oh. Mother, said young Napoleon, as he pressed his mother by the hand, do mother pray have patience until I'm able to command. I will raise a terrible army and all the frozen realms I'll go, and in spite of all the universe I will gain the bonny bunch of roses, oh. Son, never speak so venturesome, for in England there are hearts of oak. There's England, Ireland and Scotland, their unity has never been broke. Now son, look at your father in St. Helena, his body lies low, and you might follow after, so beware the bonny bunch of roses, oh. For he took 300,000 men, likewise some kings, to join his throng. Why, he was so well provided, enough to sweep the world along. But when he came to Moscow, they were overpowered by driving snow, and Moscow was a-blazing, so they lost the bonny bunch of roses, oh. Mother, adieu forever, for alas, I'm dying on my bed. If I'd lived I might have been clever, but now I droop my youthful head. But while my bones do moulder and weeping willows o'er me grow, the deeds of bold Napoleon will sting the bonny bunch of roses, oh. Chester town there lived a brisk young widow, For beauty and fine clothes none could excel her. She was proper stout and tall, her fingers long and small. She's a comely dame withal, she's a brisk young widow. A lover soon there came, a brisk young farmer, with his hat turned up all round, thinking to gain her. My dear, for love of you, this wide world I'll go through. If you will but prove true, you shall wed a farmer. Says she, I'm not for you, nor no such fellow. I'm for a lively lad with lands and riches. It's not your hogs and yows can maintain furbelows. My silk and satin clothes are all my glory. Oh, madam, don't be coy for all your glory, for fear of another day and another story. If the world on you should frown, your top knot must come down to a linsey woolsey gown. Where is then your glory? At last there came that way a sooty collier, with his hat bent down all round, he soon did gain her. Whereat the farmer swore, the widow's mazed I'm sure, and I'll never court no more a brisk young widow. Once I lived the life of a millionaire, spending my money without any care. Took all my friends for a mighty good time, bought bootleg liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low, lost my good friends, had nowhere to go. Get my hands on $1 again, I'll hang on till that eagle grins. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket not one penny, as for friends you don't have any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it's strange without any doubt, nobody knows you when you're down and out. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it's strange without any doubt, nobody knows you, nobody knows you, nobody knows you when you're down and out. Marimba rhythm start to play, Dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like the lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. You know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. The carrion crow sat upon an oak, folder-older-older-ray, watching a tailor mending his cloak. Hey-ho, the carrion crow, folder-older-older-ray. Oh wife, bring hither my bow, folder-older-older-ray, that I might shoot this carrion crow. The carrion crow sat upon an oak. Hey-ho, the carrion crow, folder-older-older-ray. Tailor shot and he missed his mark, folder-older-older-ray, and he shot his old sow right through the heart. The carrion crow sat upon an oak. Hey-ho, the carrion crow, folder-older-older-ray. Oh wife, bring some brandy in the spoon, folder-older-older-ray, for our old sow's fallen down in the swoon. The carrion crow sat upon an oak. Hey-ho, the carrion crow, folder-older-older-ray. Oh-ho, said his wife, you're a silly old goose, folder-older-older-ray, to kill your old sow and not care a mouse. The carrion crow sat upon an oak. Hey-ho, the carrion crow, folder-older-older-ray. Oh-ho, said the tailor, I care not a mouse, folder-older-older-ray, for we shall have log puddings, chitterlings and souse. The carrion crow sat upon an oak. Hey-ho, the carrion crow, folder-older-older-ray. The old sow died and the bell did toll, Fol-de-rol-de-rol-de-ray. The little pig squeaked for the old sow's soul. The carrion crow sat upon an oak. Hey ho, the carrion crow. Fol-de-rol-de-rol-de-ray. McGinty, an Irishman of note, fell in for a fortune and he bought himself a goat. Said he, sure a goat's milk I'm gonna have me fill. But when he got the nanny home he found it was a bill. All young ladies who live in Killaloe are all wearing bustles like the mothers used to do. They each wear a bolster beneath the petticoat and leave the rest to Providence and Paddy McGinty's goat. Mrs. Bird to her daughter said, listen, Mary Jane, who is the lad you were cuddling in the lane? He'd long wiry whiskers a-hanging from his chin. 'Twas only Pat McGinty's goat, she answered with a grin. She went away from the village in disgrace. She came back with powder and paint upon her face. She'd rings on her fingers and she wore a sable coat. You can bet your life she didn't get those from Paddy McGinty's goat. Now Nora McCarthy the knot was going to tie. She washed out her trousseau and she hung it out to dry. Along came the goat and saw the bits of white and chewed up all the folderols upon her wedding night. Oh, turn out the light quick, she shouted out to Pat, for though I'm your bride, sure I'm not worth looking at. I had two of everything I told you when I wrote, but now I've one of nothing at all through Paddy McGinty's goat. Mickey Riley, he went to the races t'other day. He won $20 and he shouted hip hooray. He held up the note shouting, look at what I've got. The goat came up and grabbed at it and swallowed up the lot. He's eaten me banknote, said Mickey with a hump. They ran for the doctor and he brought a stomach pump. He pumped and he pumped for the $20 note, but all he got was ninepence out of Paddy McGinty's goat. Well, them old Irish gods, you think it was romance. They adopted the goat and they brought him off to France. The day that they landed, he heard the bugle blow. He ducked his little cranium and ran to meet the foe. The Germans retreated, hurriedly they fled, holding the nose as they tumbled over dead. Ach, says the Kaiser, there's poison gas afloat, but it was only the effluvium from Paddy McGinty's goat. Off the west coast of Ireland one morning they were seen, as plain as any pikes they were German submarines. When the Coast Guard Maloney fell into a fit, says Paddy McGinty's goat, it's time for me to do me bit. He's jumped into the water as frisky as a whale, swam around the U-boat wagging his little tail. He upped with his horn and he stuck it in the boat and sent them all to Heligo, landed Paddy McGinty's goat. Now old Paddy's goat had a wondrous appetite, and one day for breakfast he ate some dynamite. A whole box of matches he swallowed all serene, then he went and swallowed up a quart of paraffin. Sat by the fireside, he didn't give a hang. He swallowed his spark and exploded with a bang. So if you go to heaven, you can bet it all a note that the angel with the whiskers on is Paddy McGinty's goat. I roved out one morning, going to Dungarvan fair. I spied a pretty maiden with the sunlight in her hair. Her way was so delightful, her voice rang like a bell. and as I overtook her, I asked if she was well. Lay down your woolen shawl, me love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Dungarvan Oak. As we approached Dungarvan, the girl at me did stare, and she asked me why I raised my hat to a tree so old and bare. I told her of the legend, if the tree should e'er come down, there'd be a great disaster and Dungarvan would be drowned. Lay down your woolen shawl, me love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Dungarvan Oak. Then she started laughing, my face grew very red, and she said that only fools believed what those old legends said. Her laughter was contagious, for the truth to you I'll tell. By the time I reached the marketplace, I began to laugh as well. Lay down your woolen shawl, me love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Dungarvan Oak. As I sit here by my fireside, it's the autumn of my life, and the darling girl I met that day is now my darling wife. I have a lovely daughter and a son to push my yoke, and all because I raised my hat to the old Dungarvan Oak. Lay down your woolen shawl, me love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Dungarvan Oak. Lay down your woolen shawl, me love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Dungarvan Oak. Alabama, se necesito una poca de grazia, una poca de grazia pa mi Paddy, y arriba, ay arriba, potisere, potisere, potisere. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bam. Para bailar la bamba, se necesito una poca de grazia pa mi Paddy, y arriba, Alabama, se necesito una poca de grazia pa mi Paddy, y arriba, ay arriba, potisere, potisere, potisere. Bamba, 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 bam. On the harbour wall in the sailor hat is an old man with an old grey cat, and he dreams all day of the time he twirled in a sailor's hornpipe around the world. It was many a weary year ago when he started off on nimble toe, For to win the prize of a silver pound, he must dance the world around. From the harbour wall he began his dance, and he took the road on the way to France. And his old grey cat, for she loved him so, did a hornpipe too on tail and toe. They danced to the deck of a sailing brig, with the hornpipe first and then a jig. For to win the prize of a silver pound, they must dance the world around. Then the weeks went by and the months grew long, and he danced the native tribes among. And the Juju men ran away in fear, as the twirling man and his cat drew near to the sandy wastes of Timbuktu. They had sped along in a year or two. For to win that prize of a silver pound, they must dance the world around. But the years went by on the harbour wall, and there came no news of the pair at all. And the people sighed and they said, "That's that," and forgot Bill Bones and his faithful cat. But 20 years have passed away, came an old man and the cat so grey. For to win that prize of a silver pound, they must dance the world around. Then the mayor got up and the council too, and they quickly asked, "Now who are you, with your ragged clothes and your old black hat and your tarred pigtail and your dancing cat?" "I'm Billy Bones and my feet are sore, and I never want to dance no more. But I've come to claim that silver pound, for I've danced the world around." There was a jovial beggar, he had a wooden leg, lame from his cradle and forced for to beg. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. A bag for my oatmeal, another for my salt, a little pair of crutches to see how I can halt. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. A bag for my bread, another for my cheese, a little dog to follow me to gather what I lees. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. A bag for my wheat, another for my rye, a little bottle by my side to drink when I am dry. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. To Pimlico we'll go, where merry we shall be, with every man a cannon's hand and a wench upon his knee. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. And when that way disposed we ramble on the grass, with long patched coats for to hide a pretty lass. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. 7 years I served my old master wild, 7 years I begged whilst I was but a child. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. I had a pretty knack for to wheedle and to cry, by young and by old much pity ere was I. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. Father thankless and motherless still was my complaint, and none that ever saw me but took me for a saint. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. I begged for my master and got him store of pelf. By Jove be praised, now I beg for myself. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. Within a hollow tree I live and pay no rent. Providence provides for me and I am well content. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. Of all occupations, a beggar is the best, for when he is weary he'll sit him down and rest. And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go. I fear no plots against me, but live in open cell. Who would be a king when a beggar lives so well? And a begging we will go, we'll go, we'll go, and a begging we will go.